This week, we'll tell you what blue pinwheels mean for Denver's children, the city marches again for science, and how cookies bring Denverites together to find housing solutions. I'm Rebecca Jacobson, and here's what's happening in your city now. Each April, the Pinwheels for Prevention campaign focuses on promoting great childhoods that all children deserve and engages individuals and communities to join together to build strong families and prevent child abuse. Recently, Denver Human Services employees and staff did their part by planting the blue pinwheels outside their Eastside Service Center building. The agency also focuses on the nationally recognized 5 protective factors for abuse prevention: parental resilience, social connections, knowledge of parenting and child development, social and emotional competence of children, and concrete supports in time of need. And remember, the Child Abuse Hotline is always open at 1-844-264-5437. And anyone witnessing a child in a life-threatening situation should immediately call 911. Grab your passport and brush up on your French. This week, Denver International Airport conducted its first nonstop flight to Paris. Until now, Paris had been the largest unserved international market for our airport. Norwegian Airlines will offer a direct flight from Denver to Paris twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. The mayor says this new flight will create 350 new jobs and generate more than $40 million in annual economic activity. Denver now serves 25 international destinations in 10 countries. So plan your vacation and bon voyage, Denverites.
Last year, over 20,000 Coloradans joined us right outside the City Hall in support of science education, scientific research, and science-based policy. It is so important and so gratifying to see leaders in our community at the local level making real strides to protect and ensure the integrity of decision-making, and that we all do our best to serve our communities.
Ahead of the second annual March for Science on April 14th, Denver City Council approved a proclamation supporting the demonstration and reaffirming the city's commitment to evidence-based policymaking.
The anti-climate attitude, anti-climate science attitudes coming out of Washington now are terrifying.
We absolutely have to demonstrate. We absolutely have to remind ourselves that education is important.
Saturday's event includes speakers, a march starting at 10, and scientific demonstrations in Civic Center Park. Art meets activism as Warm Cookies of the Revolution tackled the housing crisis.
Well, oftentimes arts are sort of this post-it note at the end of many things having to do with issues, and I think that it's what makes a community is having culture, having arts, creative reflections of what's going on.
Warm Cookies of the Revolution consider themselves a civic health club. They recently held 2 events which brought together artists, the public, and people working to find housing solutions.
This organization does an amazing job of really doing authentic work.
The point of today is to look at housing.
And when they say they're going to do something, they do the proper research, they bring the proper people together.
So one of the focuses of our meeting today was to ask people what solutions would work for you. People talked a lot about application fees. Why are they so high? I have to pay for background check. I have to pay for processing. And the chances of me actually getting in that unit are so low that I wish that there was some kind of rule that would prohibit landlords and property managers from taking a lot of application fees when they don't intend to rent to all the people they're accepting those fees from.
As for the cookies,
nourishment. Some people might say it's not good for you, cookies, but like that nourishment to continue doing what you're doing and to know that, to remember that like we own our community, all of us do, and that we need that nourishment, whatever it might be. So if you want a kale salad, you do your thing. I'm gonna eat cookies, but we can both do it and then know that we're gonna continue to work on these issues together.
To see the full Warm Cookies of the Revolution story, watch this month's art scene at youtube.com/Denver8TV. Now is your chance to check in on the redesign of the City Park Golf Course. There will be a community meeting on Wednesday, April 25th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Carla Madison Rec Center to review plans for exhibits and memorials, share clubhouse designs, and update the public on construction on the golf course. Look for a new episode of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.